Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, just playing around with this design. Uh, I thought two colors looked pretty cool, or four, but this one's changing colors. So I think just a solid one like this would be better. And if you want to take a screenshot of that right there, that's what we need to, well, matter of fact, this line, I cut out too many lines. It goes right there. So you only want to cut to there. So I'm going to just still nudge this out of the way, and I'm just going to redraw it, taking a rectangle, and get your shape tool and bring that. I still need to figure out how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and convert it to a curve. Now I'm going to take away these extra nodes we don't need. And I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate while holding down the Shift key. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller, and I'm going to hit B like in boy. Now, that's a pretty good curve, but let's do a little better. See that node right there? Let's bring in an indexing line and put it right on that node. Click it again. I've got my lines cut off. So let's take away that one. And it's right on that node. Take this one and move it. I need my pick tool. See how it's not snapped on the node? Now, we can't see the nodes till we do this. Now I'm going to take this and grab both these, and the Shift key doesn't work with this tool, with the shape tool. So you've just got to move them to that line. Grab both these and move them to this line. I think that gives it a pretty good curve. Now, you've got that one selected, Control D. I didn't do it. Control D, hold down the Shift key and select the top one and hit T like top for Tom or top. Control G to group it. We're working in the center of the page. I just hit P to make sure. Big deal. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it 90 degrees. You only need to do 3 deletions of lines. 1, 2, 3. Because that, if you go too far, it's going to mess up. Now let's group this together, Control G. And let's take the Smart Fill tool. And I'm going to go back to that. You know what? I'm going to do purple. Now that one's selected. Take your interactive fill tool. And to make this, I've been playing around with this enough. It needs to have black in both ends, because that one is actually going underneath there. And we need to put black up top, and then take that purple and put it like right there, and maybe another one right there. Now this one is just going underneath one time, so we need to put a little black there, and we're too black. So just kind of do that. Now, because this is a group, we can nudge it out of the way. Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, alternate C to have it rotate 90 degrees. And see, by having those double dark spots, and really, it would help if you know what, let's back up here. Don't really have to back up, let's just delete the extra copy. Let's make this one a little lighter in the center. Let's just add some more purple. We want it to really show up behind the darkness. I mean, you could put as many as you wanted. Whoop, don't want to do that. So what I'm trying to do, and you could even put in I was thinking about you could put in a lighter color. So go Control G, Control D, alternate C, 90 degrees, Control D, Control D. So by lightening that up, it looks like the other one is going behind it more. So let's take away the indexing lines. That looks pretty good. And see, I like my curvature. You know, it could have been, you know, we could have done it without moving those nodes, and I think it would have been fine. I tried to add some white, didn't work. I really think you'd have to make this one blue and this one color. So very easily done since it's not a group anymore. Let's take, let's zoom in here. Let's get the interactive filter and look at that. Because I have so many, I'm going to have to change all of them. Normally you wouldn't have to do this. You know what? We only have to do it one time. We can, once we get this, we can rotate it. Normally, if you would just have one of these, you just have one to do. I put in the wrong color. All right, now delete this one. Take this one. Make sure it's grouped together, Control G, Control D, alternate C, and rotate it plus 180 degrees. Well, plus 90. Well, what am I doing? You know what? I wasn't on top of it. So 360 is 0. I'm just going to rotate it 90 degrees. Let's make sure it's going from the center. 90 degrees. I don't know what I hit, but it didn't like it. I hit a property function. Now I'm going to go 90 degrees. Okay, there you go. Got a little glitch right there. I hit some sort of bitmap effect or something. Sorry about that. Okay, I got the two copies. Alternate C to make sure it's rotating. And minus 90 degrees. So I just need to hit 90 degrees. There we go. I'm not the world's best math person. Go object, order, back of page. And I hope you understand what I'm talking about. If you use two colors, it's cool, but the rings are changing colors. And then this way they're not. That looks pretty cool. Anyway, hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.